Hi, welcome to the tier list video that you knew was coming, right? Yeah, you knew this was coming. I was gonna do this eventually, right? Yeah. This is a quick disclaimer. This is for Kuranta Knights. This is not for you, okay? This is not for normal people. Because if you're gonna see this, someone's gonna repost this somewhere, and they're gonna be like, "What the heck? What's going on? Why did you put this operator in here?" Okay, I know. This is not for you. Okay, this is not for you. This is for me. This is for me, so that I know. And because I'm a content creator, that means that my opinion has to be your opinion, right? It's because I say something, and you are so herd and so hive mind that you have to assimilate my opinion into yours, and then you repeat that to everyone else, and you say that other people are wrong on Twitter because that's how things work. I guess I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna get into it. All right, we're just gonna get into it. So where are we starting? We're starting in a humble place with Miss Fang herself. Miss Fang. Fang. I don't know where to put Fang, to be honest, because she's a very high variance kind of thing where she's either completely useless or she's kind of the reason why stages work because of her DP and the fact that she blocks 2. Is it worthy of a higher than a C? I don't really see the point. Yeah, that was terrible. Alright, Blemisshine. Blemisshine. Okay. This is going to be a controversial opinion, I know that. I say that like all my opinions are not controversial in some way. They're controversial to someone. Blemisshine is a B, and it's not B just because her name is Blemisshine, okay? It's not. I like Blemisshine, but the more that I play with her, I just absolutely despise how her kit works. I can agree that it would be broken if it worked a little bit differently, like actually good, but oh my goodness, her skill 2 is terrible. It's so bad, and the reason why it's so bad is because it's gated behind RNG. And you might think, what, I mean, what, how is Blemisshine skill 2 gated by RNG, you might think. Okay, well, let me explain. When you sleep an enemy with Blemisshine skill 2, she does not block that enemy because they are asleep. Which means that in some cases, you can technically block more than 3 enemies at once. Because let's say you sleep 3 enemies and then 3 more enemies come along. Those first 3 that you slept aren't blocked. So she can block 6 enemies. And you might be thinking, well, that's a good thing, isn't it? And yeah, I would agree, that's a good thing, right? But for some reason, and I'm not sure if this is my emulator lagging, I'm not sure if this is my phone lagging, I'm not sure if this is my brain lagging, but when she puts things to sleep, and when they come out of sleep, Blemisshine will randomly attack an enemy. She will randomly choose an enemy to attack. And why that is bad is because it's random. It's random, the enemy that she attacks. And yes, if you were some galaxy brain omniscient being that just knew everything, you would probably be able to figure out that Blemisshine will attack the enemy that's actually closest to the blue box. I understand that. But because of some sort of lag issue, or some sort of frame skipping, or some sort of thing from outer space that's like tampering with my Blemisshine, she will randomly attack things. And I don't know how to control it, and I've learned to hate that. To move on from this, her skill 3 is good, but it doesn't heal herself. Which is a problem, because if you might have noticed that I don't really have all that much healing in Kuranta Knights. Horses aren't good at healing each other, apparently, even though they have 2 of the strongest healers in the game. They're not that good at healing each other, and healing themselves at the same time. Blemisshine, case in point, weak B. It's a weak B, okay? It's a weak B. Okay, who is next? Oh, Miss Trebuchet. Oh. I don't think it's an understatement to say that Catapult is the most disliked operator in the game. And I'm not sure why, to be honest. And I don't want you to comment why, because I actually know why. It's just I choose not to believe it. I choose to believe that Ian can read at some point, and oh goodness, it's either here or it's here. There is no in between. Let me explain what I'm thinking about Catapult. Catapult is an extremely high variance operator, and I often like to refer to Catapult as the 10th dentist. Now, what do you mean? What's the 10th dentist? You've probably heard those commercials about like toothpaste or something, where they say, "Oh, 9 out of 10 dentists agree." Catapult is the 10th dentist that doesn't agree with everyone. And the reason why I like to liken Catapult to the 10th dentist is because Catapult is the last thing that I think about when I'm approaching a stage. You might have noticed that there are actually 10 operators in Arknights currently. That is changing in the future, but there are currently 10, and I felt like it fit the pain and agony that I was experiencing. Well, I mean, if she disagrees so much, and if she's the last thing, then why are you considering S and D, right? What's the point? Shouldn't she be in C with Catapult? Well, I told you this is not because of the letters in their name. Okay, it's not. All right. The reason why, and I have decided now that this is actually going into S, is because the strategies and the stages and the clears that use Catapult only work because of Catapult. They only work because of Catapult. Catapult is the reason why those things work. And I don't think that there is a single operator that has such high variance in that she either is completely useless or she is the only reason why that stage works. I don't think I know another operator, not even in Kuranta. I don't think there is another operator that functions in the same way as Catapult. She does not care. She knows that you will come back to her every single time because she is the 10th dentist and she doesn't agree with you all the time, okay? Okay? Catapult is an S tier character, okay? She is. Just deal with it and let's move on. The next on our list is Granny. Oh gosh. Granny would be a B tier character, to be honest. But there is one thing about Granny that moves her from B into C instead, and that is the random dodge on her talent. I despise random chance in anything, and Granny's dodge is only 25%, and you're like, wow, 25% is like a second chance, right? If she dodges, then it's insane, right? She can be so tanky. If she just dodges 100% of the time, you can win every stage in the game, right? Like it's so good, right? And you might have assimilated my opinions from the Granny video I made, and you're like, oh, but like she's like an AoE god, and she's so cheap, and okay, let's just calm down for a moment, right? Let's just calm down for a moment. Granny is not that good. I said it in the video. Granny is not that good. I don't recommend that you level her up. And I know that there were so many people in the comments of that video that were like, Bagpipe is better! What do you didn't talk about Bagpipe. Bagpipe is so much better. Why aren't you just using Bagpipe? Like it was the point of the video to tell you, oh yeah, you shouldn't level Granny because Bagpipe... Yeah, okay. Granny is a C tier operator. Is she better than Fang? Yes. She is better than Fang. I will admit that. Because all of the things that I said in the Granny video are true. She is tanky. She is cheap. She can hold the line against a lot of stuff. She does AoE damage. And yeah, she generates a little bit of DP. Yes. Okay. Is she any better than that? No. Do I find a use for her in a lot of strategies? No, not really. And the reason why I don't find her to be that useful is because of the next operator, which is Wildmane. Wildmane is definitely an A character. There's not even a question to me that Wildmane is an A tier character. And let me explain. Wildmane is everything that you would want in a Vanguard, in an Operator, in the kind of things that you have in Arknights. She's cheap, she can push things away, you can heli drop her, she does good damage, and all of this is only bolstered by the fact that she's really cute. So, what is the deal with Granny and Wildmane? Why is Wildmane so much better than Granny? Well, they say that the best defense is a great offense. And that is especially true in the case of Wildmane and Granny. Wildmane has so much more offense than Granny. It just is. And she can stall things with her skill 2 by just pushing them back. She can interrupt abilities with her skill 2 by pushing things that are kind of heavy. They just kind of, jiggle around and dance. Yeah, she could just poke them. She just pokes them and they get interrupted all the time. You know those nightclub blade helms that everyone hates? Yeah, just use Wildmane, by the way, because it trivializes them. That's my hot tip of the day, by the way. So level your Wildmane like right now, okay? If you hate blade helms. Is Wildmane worth more than an A? Probably not. Because I think there is another operator that is pretty distinctly better. And I will get into that. But there is not a doubt in my mind that Wildmane is an A. And the reason why she's an A over Blemishine and B is because Wildmane is consistent. She is consistently good. When I bring Wildmane to a stage, I know what she's doing, and I know how she's going to do it. Which is why she's an A instead of B. That's it. Okay, now we have... I will do the null first. The chunky null, the defender null, the healing null, the smack you with a giant hammer null. Or is it a mace? I think it's a mace, actually. My apologies. Oh, null. I mean, null definitely belongs in A. She's better than Wildmane as well. Null, normal null. What do you want me to call her? Defender null? My girlfriend? I don't know. What do you want me to call? I'll just call her null. Okay. I'm sure you guys understand. Null, yeah, null is just healing. It's not very interesting, to be fair with you. And there are caveats to her healing. Obviously, skill 1 can't heal things over 50% HP, so you can't just get one-shot by stuff. Or basically one-shot. Because she's like, oh, you're not hurt enough, I'm just gonna stand here with my gigantic fucking hammer and just slap things instead of healing you. So I don't get that. Her skill 2 is useful in some scenarios. I did use it in a clear of 7-18 where skill 2 is necessary, and I actually had to mastery the skill to 3 for that strategy to work. I wouldn't recommend doing that, by the way, but it is useful. The only downside to null, in my opinion, is that if you want to bring null, you can't bring... You can't go into the future to bring this operator, the other null, and I guess that's a good as segue as ever to talk about NTR. Where do you put NTR? Now a lot of people might think, oh well, I mean NTR is like obviously an S, right? Like so much damage, heli dropping, true damage. Like, you know, what's not to love? You know, her outfit is like literally the best one in the game. Like how could you not say it's an S? And I would agree with many of those sentiments. Well, I would agree with all of them, to be honest, but there's one really big thing about NTR that kind of bumps her down from being an S into honestly a strong B at best. Or maybe a weak A. I would say weak A, actually. And the reason why it's a weak A instead of an S is because if you're taking Null the Radiant Knight, it means that you're not taking Null. And when you're not taking Null, it means you don't have healing. Which means you're forced to run Blemishine with her skill 2, because her skill 3 can't heal herself. So it's kind of a domino effect where it's like, oh, you love NTR? Alright, well now you can't take the one consistent source of healing that you've ever had in your entire life. And now you have to take an inferior version that's conditional, that bugs out, that's also extremely painful to use. This is the reason why I think NTR is just a weak A. It's not because she's a bad operator, it's because the opportunity cost is so damn high that oftentimes I just don't even bring her. I just don't bring her and I just use normal Null because it makes everything so much easier. And also, I just want to take a moment to tell you, this is a public service announcement. Stop using Nulta S2. Please. Stop using it. Just use S3. It's better, okay? I know you might. Oh yeah, it takes time to charge. It's like, oh, but if you put Nulta S2 down immediately, then she's just like bonking things, and she has shields and it's defensive. I get it, okay? I get it. You love dropping stuff, all right? I know you're a cat, okay? I know. You don't have to tell me. I know. But skill 3 is just better. It's just better. It does basically the same amount of damage. It does even more if they're actually getting blocked by Nolta or the Blazing Sun, because it's true damage. She gets so much defense, and the Blazing Sun baits enemies to attack it, which is defensive in its own right. And by that I mean range units. If there are some interesting snipers in the current contingency contract that, I don't know, have some range. It's just a little bit, But the Blazing Sun just baits them away. They're just like, oh my god, a gigantic shiny sword. I must shoot this thing. This is my assassination target. I need to do this. Just use skill 3, please. Just do it. The Blazing Sun also stuns. Mind you, it does when you deploy it. Just the same way that Nolta's skill 2 will stun as well. And you don't have to deal with the redeployment time thing, and you don't have to deal with the auto retreat. Skill 3, just do it. Just use skill 3, please. Please, please, please. Nolta is holding me at gunpoint. Just use skill 3, please. Okay. Okay. These next two operators I will talk about in tandem, because I have so little to say about both of them combined, and that is Meteor and Platinum. Obviously, Meteor and Platinum. I think both of them immediately go in here. This is a Kuranta only thing, by the way. I think Meteor is a good operator. I also think Platinum is a good operator. In Kuranta they are pretty much entirely useless. I would say Meteor is often more useful than Platinum, which is why I put her closer to the left. Just because she has some sort of team utility. Platinum is just damage, which is fine. It like, cool, you have the big number, okay, you're hired, I guess. But yeah, there are so many ways to get damage. Kuranta Knights is a very damage-focused kind of challenge, niche knights kind of thing. Do you really need more? Especially when it's locked behind a long cooldown, well, it has to charge. Yeah, it's not great. I think Platinum is pretty clearly the worst operator just because she doesn't have too much use outside of drones. Obviously, if there are ranged enemies, if there are aerial enemies, sorry. Yeah, they are useful. You have to bring them. But it's like 40% of situations where I bring them and they're actually useful. And of those 40% of situations, I think that 90% of those are because of aerial units. So if there's a case where I would use Meteor and Platinum, I would not use them because there is another operator that can do that, which we haven't gone over yet, and you might understand where I'm coming from on this one. But we are not there yet. We are here with Heavy Rain. Oh no, Heavy Rain, Heavy Rain, Heavy Rain. There is one thing that I despise about Heavy Rain. And I talked about this earlier, actually. She has a random dodge. She has a random physical damage dodge on her talent. Which is... It's marvelous. It's splendid. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. And I want to die every time I have to rely on it, or every time it goes when I'm not expecting it. Is she better than, like, Granny? Yes, I think she's better than Granny. Is she better than Blemishine? I think yes, she is. She's much more niche, definitely. But in the cases where the camouflage work, you guys all know about Heavy Rain's camouflage and how it can really cheese some bosses, like Degenbrosher, like Sui. Even actually in Contingency Contract, it can actually cheese Viviana, by the way, because apparently Viviana's nuclear bomb is not splash damage, and if something is camouflage, it will not take damage. So there you go. If you're struggling with doing a Risk 18 or something, then there you go. Try Heavy Rain, if you will. But yeah, it's in the cases where it works, it's insane, obviously. Her skill 1 also has a little bit of healing, and like I've said countless times now, healing is a really big problem because the big healers that we have are all confused about what they want to do with the healing and how they want to heal and what they want to heal and why is healing and where is healing and all this kind of stuff. Any little bit, it's like 70 HP per second for 4 seconds. It's not that much, yeah, but it is enough where an operator can live for a little bit longer. So yeah, Heavy Rain is good. Honestly would be a low tier A if it were not for the dodge. The dodge immediately brings them down a tier. So that's kind of where Heavy Rain sits. Actually, I realized that I could have made a John Cena joke here. Huh. That's... Is that even in fashion anymore? I don't know. That's probably like from like, what, 5 years ago? Okay, let's just move on. Alright, the final operator. The final one. And possibly, in my opinion, the most impactful and the most powerful operator for Arknights. Which is, of course, the wonderful Zufia Whislash. Which immediately goes into S. There's no question about it that she goes into S. Higher than Catapult. I know, how is it possible to be better than Catapult? It's just, oh my goodness, right? Like, it's just incredible. The reason why Whislash is so high here is because I don't believe that there is a single stage that I have done that does not involve Whislash in some way. And in those ones where I have taken Whislash out to try something, it has never worked. Whislash is the perfect conglomeration of everything that I need. She is cheap, she is big damage, she is range damage, she is multi-target damage, she buffs your team with attack speed, with defense, her skill 1 is just as useful as her skill 2, and I think most importantly is that she's Whislash. What more is there to say? There is nothing more to say. She is definitely better than every other operator in Arknights. I don't know if there is a more consistently good operator. And even when it's not good to take skill 1, take skill 2. If skill 2 is not good, take skill 1. It's always better. Whislash always has a place. She's there. She's always there. She's watching me right now. Where am I going with this joke? I'm just gonna end the video now. You guys already know. I know that there's stuff coming on CN, by the way. I know. I saw it. I screamed. Okay, just get over it. Yeah. Okay, I did it. Okay. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to Daddy Mlina. Okay, and if you just want to know my opinion on the stuff that we've seen so far, yeah. Okay, Mlina, God, yeah, cool. Damage. Newspaper, funny, haha, okay. Provisio, I can already feel myself seething with rage over Provisio because she has a talent that gives attack speed to a random Casimiro's operator on deployment, and it's It's random. It's a random. It's a random Casimiro's operator. It's a random one. It's like Exia. She's just gonna give it to Fang the entire time. I know it. Right? I hate this, and it's attack speed. It's actually a good buff. It's a good one. Why Hypergrip? Why do you have to make random talents like this? I don't want. Please. But yeah, Provicio is pretty cool because she has arts damage, and arts damage is slightly lacking. It's like almost there, but it's like it's kind of not at the same time. So yes, excited for that. Not really gonna say all that much of it until it comes out, but yeah, this is my Kuranta Knights tier list. And obviously, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you have an opinion that is different to mine, then you're wrong. So here you go. Here is the opinion that you should have from now on. And yeah, I'll see you around. I'm exhausted from CC, by the way, because it's just painful. It's just pain. It's just pain. Okay, it's pain. I love enemies with infinite range. Okay, I'm just gonna ramble. Goodbye. I'll see you. Have a horse. Yeah. Okay. Horse.